Greetings everyone. Today we will discuss about different types of microscope. Study of different types of phase contrast microscopy, dark field microscopy and electron microscopy. We will discuss it as per the PCI syllabus of B Pharmacy 3rd semester Unit 1. This is your syllabus of Unit 1. Study of different types of phase contrast microscopy, dark field microscopy and electron microscopy. Microscope is an instrument which can make an object visible by amplifying its image, which is otherwise not visible in naked eyes. That means microscope can magnify image size of an object. In microbiology, we need to see very small organisms and their structure, which is otherwise invisible to the naked eyes. Various microscopes can magnify 100 times or 400,000 times the size of an image. So, in brief, microscopy is the study of small objects which are not visible in naked eyes with the help of a microscope. Various types of microscopes are there. So these are broadly classified into two types, that is the light or optical microscope and electron microscope. Light or optical microscope, in this type of microscope, magnification is done by use of optical lenses and the visible light. Example of such microscope is bright field microscope, dark field microscope, fluorescent microscope, phase contrast microscope. There are many more. Here, simple, the light is amplified with the help of a lens. Electron microscope, in place of light we use beam of electron, and magnetic field is used as lenses. Scanning electron microscope, transmission electron microscope, etc. are example of electron microscope. Now, basic of the microscope is resolving power, and another thing is contrast. So, resolving power is what? It is the ability of the microscope to distinguish two adjacent points in the image as distinct and separate. Resolving power is expressed as resolution. That means resolving power and resolution are the same thing. So, two points are there. Suppose this is two eyes. You can view it. However, how long? If you go to the distance, it will gradually become smaller. After a certain time, you will see it as a line. That means this and this distance is collapsed. So here, resolving power is the minimum. When you distinguish it as an eye, that is the resolving power. So it is expressed as D. D equal to lambda by 2 Na. So lambda is the wavelength of the light. Na is the numerical aperture, which is expressed as n sin theta. N is the refractive index of the medium filling the space between the front lens and the cover slip. Theta, half aperture angle of the lens. Visible wavelength ranges from 400 to 700 nanometer. So if we take 500 nanometer wavelength, then maximum numerical aperture value could be 1.33. So if you put that value here 500 and here 1.33, then the light microscope can view a minimum object of 0.21 micrometer. So if the object is smaller than this, we cannot see that object. So here is the dark field microscopy. In this type of microscopy, objects are brilliantly illuminated against dark background. This is accomplished by equipment which can transmit a hollow cone of light. This cone of hollow light is produced by blocking middle of the condenser lens. This is the condenser lens. The light source, it is blocked here. So what will happen? From the periphery, the light will go this way and this way, and the convergence point, the object must be kept here. So light is not directly coming to here where your eye is supposed to be. So you are viewing from here. So what will happen? The light source which you are using, you are not viewing that light directly. Instead, the light is coming this way and going out, and this way is going out. So it is falling in the object you are viewing. So the light converges at the point where the object is placed. So light does not pass through the magnifying glass directly. Instead, the light are scattered after reflecting in the surface of the object, pass through the magnifying. Scattered light. Here the object is there, light is falling in it. The scattered light is coming into your viewing lens. So object is visible as illuminated thing in a dark background. So now one example I gave for this purpose. So that is, you cannot view the moon in the daytime. Though it is there, but you cannot view it. But at night, you can view it. Why? In the daytime, the direct light is coming to your eyes. It is scattered light from the moon, it is coming, and the sun, light from sun also coming to your eyes. So you cannot view the moon properly. Even if you view it is a pale image or not so clear. But at the night time, you can view the moon as a bright object. So what happens? You are standing in a dark side where you are not receiving the light directly. Instead, you are getting the scattered light from the moon. So similar way, if you imagine this, your bacterium as moon, and this is as the sunlight, and you are viewing it from a night time, then the object will appear as a illuminated bright thing. Okay, for this, weight mount slides hanging draw preparations are examined by this procedure. Next is phase contrast microscopy. In this type of microscopy, conventional light microscope is fitted with a phase contrast objective and a phase contrast condenser. This special optical system makes it possible to distinguish an unstained structure within a cell which differ only slightly in their refractive index for thickness. Principle is based on the fact that light passing through one material and into other material of slightly different refractive index and thickness will undergo a change in phase. That is, the bacterium which is colorless, its cell wall is almost colorless, cytoplasm is colorless, and internal organ is colorless or of same color. So how to distinguish them? So only difference is that is cytoplasm and cellular organelles, let's say nucleoid. It only difference is the nucleoid is slightly denser or thicker than the cytoplasm. So that difference is detected. That is the slightly different refractive index and thickness will undergo change in the phase. Difference in the phase or wavefront irregularities are translated into variations in brightness of the structure and hence are detectable by the eye. With phase contrast microscopy, it is possible to reveal differences in cell and their structure not discernible by other microscopic method. So here there is a presentation. You see, this is the eye, this is the phase plate. Okay, this is the objective lens. Okay, objective lens, the specimen is kept here. So when light is passing through it, this lens system can detect the difference in the different material, that is the which has a different refractive index and thickness. So these lights are indicating, so these are different light of different from light from different refractive index material. So this is the phase contrast microscopy. So here we can view microorganism without staining and differentiate. You can differentiate different parts. Next is electron microscopy. Electron microscopy is very much different from the light microscopy. The basic principle is the same. The resolution power D is calculated in the same manner. So a magnetic, so here this is the basic principle of electron microscopy. The magnetic field does the same thing to a beam of electron as the lens does to a beam of light. That is, an optical lens, what it does, it amplifies a light. Similarly, a magnetic field can amplify a beam of electron. So beam of electron can be magnified when it passes through magnetic field. In electron microscope, a beam of electron is used as light source where a various magnetic field are used as magnifying lens. Its construction vary considerably from that of light microscope. So why we do all this thing? Because electron beam has a wavelength of 0.05 Armstrong, not micrometer, Armstrong. That is, it means it is 100,000 times hotter than the visible light. So its resolving power is 100,000 times greater than the light. That is, it can see 100,000 times smaller object. That is 0.21 micrometer divided by 100,000. So much so small object it can view. So this is a photograph of electron microscope. For electron microscopy, the specimen to be examined is prepared as an extremely thin dry film on small screen and is introduced into the instrument at a point between magnetic condenser and the magnetic object. Magnetic condenser, that is, it is placed in between two type of magnetic lens. Magnetic condenser, we are using the term magnetic lens. This point is comparable to the stage of the light microscope. So this is a place between these two type of condenser. So what is there in the light microscope? We are comparing both the thing, though both are different. The magnified image may be viewed on a fluorescent screen through an airtight window or recorded on a photographic plate by a camera built into the instrument. So you can see the images are visible in some display. In electron microscopy, numerous techniques are used to view object. Negative staining can be done by use of material like methylamine tungsten. Methylamine tungsten. The specimen sample must be dry and ultra thin to enable viewing under microscope. So, two things we must take care of. That is, it should be extremely dry, because the beam of electron, it travel through the vacuum. So if there is moisture, that may interfere in the image formation. And second thing, the film must be very thin, because penetration power of electron is very less. So this is the scanning electron microscope. In scanning electron microscope, the beam of electron rapidly moves on the surface of the specimen. This causes release of shower of secondary electron and other type of radiation from the specimen surface. The intensity of the secondary electron depends on the shape and the chemical composition of the irradiated object. The secondary electron are collected by detector to generate an electronic signal. These signals are then scanned in these signals are scanned in the manner of a television system to produce an image on a cathode ray tube. This image system for the scanning electron microscopy is useful for some specific state. If we compare different type of transmission electron, so electron beam is coming out here, condenser lens 1, here another type of condenser lens, the specimen is in the middle. So image formation, final image formation takes place here. Okay. Similarly, in the light microscope, like condenser lens, here also condenser lens is there. Specimen is kept here. Image formation is here. But scanning electron is somewhat different. So electron beam is coming out. It travels through the, here lenses images are now there. So it is written as there. First condenser here, first condenser, second, first it is passing through the lenses, then it is falling in the sample here. How? It's a very thin beam of electron. It's moving, and as it's moving, it's falling the different area of the specimen, and when it is falling on the specimen, the electrons are scattered. That scattered electrons are collected by this device and ultimately form an image. So this is a different types of microscope. I thank you for watching.